Hi diamond painting friends, it's Linda with Diamonds for Linda. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. I know you all are busy, so thank you so much for taking the time to be here, and I just want you to know it's really appreciated. I am using my Moonlight, except mine's more square and it's not a moon shape. If I remember, I will link this down below, and if I forget, just remind me. So I really like it. I think if I needed to, I was actually going to put it on some books or something to make it a little bit higher, but I think this is fine for right now, so I'm just going to put this back down. I think I could also zoom out, but that's kind of hard because of the way the phone is. But let me see if I can zoom out just a little bit. Oh, you know, that's actually kind of too hard. We'll just keep it as it is. I'll fiddle around with it another time. But how are you doing? Let me know in the comments. I have missed you guys. I haven't made a video in a while. I don't know when I made the last video, because many of the videos I've been putting up I made in December and at the very beginning of January. Well, before I get into all that, let me just go over my painting. So this is a painting from Mirthful Diamond. I think it's Mirthful Diamond Art. She recently changed the name to that. I think that's it. But isn't this pen? I have this pen right here. It's from Enabler's Outpost. I have an unboxing for, which I don't think you guys have seen yet. But the unboxing will have another pen in it, so hopefully you'll all go watch it still. But I just thought it was so pretty. I thought the colors surprisingly match this painting really well. And let me show you the painting, the picture. Uh-oh, where did I put it? My desk is a mess. Let's see. You know what? I don't have a picture. I'm surprised I don't have it with my... Oh, here it is. I gotta get things more organized. I'm getting ready to pack up again. This is the picture. Isn't that so gorgeous? And look at the pen, just kind of goes with it. And I wasn't even trying to match a pen up with the painting. So, but it's a really pretty pen. I'll just kind of show you. And then this is my everlasting tips that I get from Etsy. I love their tips because they are really sturdy. And this is how they look this way. Excuse my putty. And then I'm just using the Diamond Art single placer on this one. And then my tray is also from Mirthful Diamonds. And it says relax, create, and shine. And then it has a stopper, but it's somewhere around here. And I've been using this tray. This one she actually made for another painting that I have from hers. But yeah, so that's my tray. I don't know if I'm actually going to diamond paint. I'll try doing a little bit. Oh, and then I wanted to share how pretty this is coming out. So I've done... Let's see. So before I left to go visit my grandson, I think I had started a little bit here. Like I did like a section right there. And then I came home on Thursday because of all the, not a storm, but you know, in Texas, we don't get a whole lot of snow. But so Thursday, the snow, I mean, I came on Thursday because Friday it was going to start snowing and things like that. And, I wanted to make sure I could be home for the weekend. So I've been home since Thursday. So I don't think I did any diamond paint on Thursday, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I was able to get this done. I've been pretty slow actually. And then I started up here. But isn't this gorgeous? I think it's coming out so pretty. This is a round diamond painting. I chose a round. The rounds are high grade acrylic. And if you get square, that will be resin. Isn't this gorgeous? I think this scene down here is coming out really nice. This has 60 colors, and the creator is Bot Brush Studio. And I'm working on, let's see if I can put that back right here. And I have my Mirthful Diamonds canvas roller right here. So let's see. Now I gotta remember where I left off what I was telling you. But let me pick a color really quick. I think I'm gonna go with, let's see these dots here. Oh, those are ABs. I don't feel like placing ABs right now. Okay, let's go with A. So, oh, I forgot what I was talking about. But I just wanted to kind of give you an update, you guys. So a lot of the videos you've been seeing I've made earlier, and I still have a few more that I need to get up. I'm thankful that they've kind of been, oh, you could turn this light on too, but I think that might be too bright because I can't even see what I'm doing through the, is that too bright for you? I'm just going to keep it off because I can't see. It's like, I don't know. When I edit this video, I'll take a look, but I think I'm just going to, maybe I will leave it on. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see through the lens, but I guess it'll be okay. Apologies if it's not, but I could see a lot better because when it's off, let me see. Oh, maybe I'll try it off since I'm not sure. Okay, sorry, well, I won't mess with the light anymore. So I made most of my videos before I left because I knew I was going to be really busy. So I haven't made any new videos, and I was going to do one on Friday since I was home, but I just didn't feel like, I didn't know what to do a video on. So then today, or yesterday, I thought I should do a video on just catching everybody up with what's going on. Not that I'm like super important, you guys probably don't even care. But I did want to say that I really appreciate all your comments and such, and that I do read them, and it's just been hard for me to kind of get back to them, but I will make a time to get back to responding. So I just wanted to let y'all know that I really appreciate you guys. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing. I really appreciate all the comments and such, so thank you so much for that. And that I do read them, and I will get back to them. I'm just going to single place you guys because I'm having a hard time with this canvas being so far away from me. But I just wanted to say thank you, and I appreciate it, and I do read them. I don't want to heart them, because then on the YouTube background, the studio section, it takes the comment away if I heart it, and then because I want to respond, not just heart it, which, you know, is fine if that's what some creators do, but I really want to respond to them, so that's why I haven't hearted them, and it probably looks like I haven't noticed them. But and then I tried putting a message on my community tab or post tab, but I'm sure a lot of people don't read it, so that's why I wanted to make this video, to just let you all know that I really appreciate it, and I thank you very much. So hopefully all of you who left comments are listening to this one, so you know that I just haven't I'm not ignoring them. So today in Texas, today is Monday. I'm going to go back to my son's house today. He wasn't working today because of all the snow and ice, so I didn't go back on Sunday. Today is January 26th. And I'm going to try to get this up tomorrow on the 27th. And by the time this goes up, I will be playing with my grandson again. So it's really nice. The snow is so pretty. I love that here in Texas we get like a snowfall for 1 to 2 days. So it's really pretty. And I'm thankful for that. Hopefully my little grandson got to play outside. I know my kids when they were younger, you can't really make a really nice snowman. It's funny because when you see a snowman, there's like a meme with the snowman and, you know, like dirt and all that mixed with the snow, and it's called Texas Snowman. Because we don't get enough snow to make, I mean, you can actually, if you get it right now, because it's nice and still white and undisturbed, but yeah, most of the time our snowmans have some dirt in there too. But yeah, so the outside is really bright, and I think that's coming through on my painting, so that's really nice for you guys. So I came home on Thursday, and it's been really nice. I miss being home, but I also have a lot of fun with my grandson. He is such a good kid. I mean, he's so easy. And you know, I have 6 kids. They were all born within 6 to 7. I'm probably about, and you know, I have some that are actually like 12 months apart. So when my oldest was 6, I was having my youngest. So, but maybe like in a 7-year span. I don't know exactly, but And then I've watched kids, but I've never had just one toddler. And you know what? He's so easy. I mean, yeah, I get tired because I'm playing with him and I'm at my son's house, so it's not like I have my things to do. Like, I don't have to, I don't have all my laundry and all that kind of stuff. I kind of wish I did, because that way I get some stuff done. But anyway, he is like just so easy. I mean, it's only one. I don't mean to say like it's only one child, because I know for some, kids are exhausting. But after having 6, and then when I would watch other people's children, I would have theirs and then mine as well. And so I've always had, more than one child when I'm watching them. Even with the 2 boys coming, it's 2 of them, so you're splitting your time, and one's having a tantrum, and so you're kind of split. But with my grandson, it's just him. So, I know I keep saying it's over, but he's so easy. So it's really nice to just have one child to watch. We play cars, we do all kinds of stuff, and he does really good playing on his own. But because I don't really have anything to do, because I do get tired, because I get bored with playing cars and stuff like that for after hours. Because my daughter-in-law, she's actually home in the study working. So she's working from home right now. She's training right now. So for 8 weeks she's in training, and then after the 8 weeks, which right now she's working from 8 to 4:30, but after the training, I think she's going to work from 1, I don't know, to 8 o'clock or something like that, or 7:30. I'm not sure, but it is a full-time job. So after the training, I don't know if she's going to get a sitter, someone to come in and then watch him. So I'm not exactly sure how they're going to do that, because I live an hour away, so I can't watch him forever, spending 5 days a week over there, or, so eventually they're going to have to find somebody. But while she's training, I go on Friday, and then I go over on Sunday and come back on Fridays. Although because of all the winter storms and everything, well, it's not really a storm. I feel like a storm is like when snows, maybe that's a blizzard. But anyway, with all the snow and ice and such. So I came home on Thursday this time. And then I'm actually leaving today on Monday, because, again, my son wasn't going to work today because of his job. He's outside, so it's too cold right now to get on roofs and things like that. So he had today off. So I had the day off. So we're going to head over. We're going to just go take it slow, since all the roads are icy. And although by the time we leave, I think because there'll be so many cars on the road already that they'll have made a path. Somewhat of a path. And then they've been putting sand on the roads and freeways, and doing the shoveling. It's not like we have like 10 inches of snow or anything, but we're in Texas. We don't get a whole lot of snow, but so yeah, so it's been fun. And my grandson has been so much fun. I'm trying to think of when my kids were little, I used to do like matching games and things like that. So I was looking online, because I haven't watched a 2-year-old for a while. I mean, well, the little boys I have, and we do. I kind of, the last time I had them, I kind of gave away some of the toys, and I wish I didn't. But so I'm thinking of getting like a little matching puzzles. The one that you just put 2 pieces together, and that way we could kind of split up his day a little bit, have a little bit of structure play, not all just fun play, which that's fine too. But so that's been a lot of fun. I did get a little bit of diamond painting done over there. I took a diamond painting called, it's just 2 little hedgehogs. It's from I always get it confused with Ever Moment, you know, that one that's out there that's in AliExpress. But I think it's Ever something. I don't have it with me because I have it over there, but it's the two little hedgehogs. I did an unboxing for that one. I think it's Everlasting. Let's do E. So I have this kitted up in my Diamond Art Club container. I was going to kit it up in some bottle holders, but they didn't come in time, so, and I wanted to start this. I was itching to start this one because it's so beautiful. Let me try to do a little bit of multi-placing, see if I can. It's just that the painting's a little bit far away for me. Yep, I went Cricut. So that has happened. So right now it's like 19 degrees, but it feels like 8 here where I'm at. So it's pretty cold for us, but I love it. I love it. In fact, I would open the window, but everybody's like, no. And I know it is hard to keep the heat in here because we don't have central heating. So we have window, they're kind of like stand-up ones though, but they still connect to the window. And then we have like what are those split ones called? We have a split one in here. I forgot the exact name. Because every time I start recording, I forget everything. I forget the names of things and stuff. So I apologize for that. And so if I had central heating, it would heat up faster in here. And I could probably open, I know it's still wasting energy opening up the window, but you know, I love the fresh air. And it's so crisp and just wonderful. I love my windows open. When the kids were little, they always like, Mom, I'm cold. I'm like, well, get a jacket on. Because I just love having the windows open. It's just so fresh, the fresh air and the breeze. Eventually I close it and then we get all warm and cozy again. But if I could right now, I would just open that front door and just let all the light in. In fact, let me show you really quick. Let me open the door and we'll see how much light comes in. Oh, well, you can't really see it too much, but I can. Oh, it's so wonderful. Let me go close it up, guys. It is freezing out there, and my family's gonna come home and say, Mom, why is it so cold in here? So yeah, I love the window open. In fact, the kids are always like teasing me about that now that they're older. So, but it's been really nice. And it's so funny, you guys, because it's a weekend. Well, it's a weekend. I guess I do call it a storm on the app. The app for the I'm just making sure I'm recording. I can't see it, so hopefully I am recording. You know, the weather app. They do call it a storm, so I'll just call it a storm too. But it's so funny because we have like this weekend storm, and I know power outages happen, and that could be serious, especially if if you need the power for like a breathing machine and all that kind of stuff. But it's just kind of so funny because people just clear out the stores. My husband had gone to the store before I got home, and he was like, why are these lines so long? He just went to go get some cornstarch for a recipe. And yeah, so, and then he realized, oh, people are stocking up for the storm. But it's so funny because, and I don't mean to make fun of people or anything. I just think it's kind of funny because it's just for the weekend, and it's not like it's gonna last months or anything. But we're clearing out the shelves. It's just, I don't know, kind of silly. But I don't mean that to be mean for those who are stocking up. We had enough. We've been eating good. We had some salmon on, when was it? Did we have salmon on Thursday or Friday? I came home Thursday night, so we didn't have it Thursday. We had some salmon on Friday, and then we had enough to have. In fact, I should have some for lunch today before I leave. As we did have that Friday, we had it Saturday for lunch, and then my husband made some homemade French fries. Oh my goodness, he makes the best fries. We had that on Saturday with some hamburgers. So what he does, he found a recipe that online It's on TikTok. No, not on TikTok, because he's not on TikTok. It's on Instagram. And it does take kind of a long time, because you got to, so you rinse the potatoes, you know, once you already have them cut up in fry length and all that. And then you put them in the fridge for a certain amount of time. And then you do like a first frying, like cooking them up. And then you do like a second frying, but they come out so good. So they kind of like take a little while. In fact, he made extra and puts them in the freezer, so they'll be ready for their second frying. So they get like fried twice. So it's pretty interesting, but they come out good and crispy. So do you all like to make French fries? Except we need to get some tallow, because we used the olive oil, because the avocado oil has a higher smoke point, but it's expensive, and so he ended up getting olive oil. So, and we were heating the oil up to 300 degrees, I think. So I know olive oil isn't meant to really be cooked like that. And we don't do vegetable oil unless it's for crafts. So yeah, so I gotta buy just like a big old gallon of tallow or something like that. Some beef or pork fat. I know that sounds kind of gross, but we can try to get it. Well, we do get it from like grass fed, or yeah. So we try to get the good stuff, so that way we stay healthy, as healthy as we can anyway. So yeah, and then so we've been having some really good dinners, and then I'm gonna go back, and my daughter-in-law and I are gonna make a lasagna that you put in the crock pot. I haven't done that before, so that'll be fun. But diamond painting wise, so with diamond painting, so last year my goal was to work on my WIPs, because you know I have a lot of WIPs, and I did get a fair amount done, because last year at this time I had more WIPs than I do right now. I don't have the numbers and all, because you know I didn't do all that, which I probably should, but I did get a lot done. And so I could, and then you know I kitted up like another, I don't know how many. So, but I do have less. I'm starting off with less than I did last year. I did look at that a few weeks ago, so that's a good thing. But I still want to, you know, work down the WIPs. I don't mind having WIPs, works in progress. So, but I do want to get some of the older ones done. So I have some that I haven't touched in over a year. I think I kitted them up and started them in 2023. And I know last year I didn't touch some of them at all. So I do want to pull out a few of those and get those done. I kind of think it would be fun to have, which I don't think will happen, but because I have too many WIPs. But I do think it would be kind of fun to have them all done by the end of the year and start fresh. I would like to have that feeling at least once. I don't have to all the time, because I really don't mind my WIPs, but I think that would be fun to just go into 1 year without any and just start a whole bunch more. Well, not a whole bunch more all at once, but you know. So I'm not stressed out about my WIPs, but I think that would be kind of fun. But I do want to get some of them, the older ones, done, which will fit right in with Lizette's refresher stash. So, and let's see what else. I keep going back and forth about my channel, because it does take time to make the videos and upload them and make thumbnails, and sometimes I don't even make the thumbnails, but so I kind of keep going back and forth, like maybe not make videos and just work on my diamond paintings, because it does take time away from working on my diamond paintings, and I'm not that fast diamond painter. Not that it's a race or anything. I'm just talking about for myself. I would like to spend some of that time more diamond painting, but then again, I like making videos. I don't have a schedule or anything, so I just kind of make them when I want to. But I do like to at least have something uploaded at least once a week. So I'm sure YouTube doesn't like me, because I'm I don't have a schedule, but let me find another color really quick. Let's do C. We have some C up here, so. Oh, and real quick, ooh, that's what, you see how my sticker fell off right now, so let me find it. Oh, so I'm finding that with Mirthful Diamonds that I didn't need to use washi tape, I don't think, because they do kind of come up with this, but let me show you. I took one off to test it out, and I don't think they're really going to stick to the plastic, so I think I would have been fine just doing it like this, because I do find that they kind of want to come up with the washi tape. So if you do have a Mirthful Diamonds diamond painting, I think you'll be fine without the washi tape. So when I do another one, I will try it without the washi tape and see. Excuse me, I have to clear my throat. So this year I probably will have less done because I'm going to try to, I think I'm going to kind of rotate more, work on some of my WIPs. But you know me, I like to kit up. I still need to pick out a Randall Spangler for this year. And I wanted to do the first Randall Spangler that I purchased, which was sorry, I think I have to clear my throat. The first Randall Spangler I purchased was him, one of the draglines in front of a computer, and it's saying like overload or not overload. It's like the computer screen's cracked because they got mad at it taking so long to do something. So that was the first Spangler that I purchased, and I would like to work on that one, but I don't know where it is. I know you guys hear me say that a lot, but I think it's in my storage, and I just haven't been able to get over there. So I might pick out another one that I already have here at the house, and I would like to pick out another Chuck Pinson. I would like to at least start a Chuck Pinson, and I have one that I think I have two here at the house. So the only thing is they're kind of big, but I might go ahead and just start one of those ones. I don't know the names, but I will share them with you in a later video. Excuse me. So I think I might kit one of those up. But before I do, I think I want to finish one of my paintings. So, and I think earlier I was talking about what I'm working on at my son's house. So I did take that hedgehog one from Everlasting Diamonds. I think that's the name of it. I'm so sorry. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm doing C. I just don't have, yeah, so I have that, and I actually almost completed my first row, and I haven't been using release paper because I go through like different seasons. Like right now I'm just using washi tape, and I'm actually just making my own. This is like a square that I made, and then I'll probably make another one let's see. I'll probably make another one here. So I've been making bigger squares with this one, and then with the hedgehog, it is a square, so I've been making a little bit smaller squares with washi tape. And other times I do like to use my release paper, but sometimes I don't. So I just go through different seasons. So right now I'm in just a plain washi tape season. And I also took a Snoopy diamond painting. It's the one where Snoopy is lying on his red house. So I took that one because that one has a lot of color blocking. And the only thing is I misplaced my 15 placer. So I'm really bummed about that because that would be just perfect. I was using one of my Diamond Art Club placers with it, but for some reason the drills weren't lining up. Oh, did I have one on there? Oh yeah, I do. I think I have like a little tiny one that goes in the trash. So they weren't lining up, but if I did them, I realized right before I was packing it up that if I do it like vertically, they line up better than if I do horizontal with that placer. But they also lined up really well with my 15 placer because I did I found it, but when I was gonna pack up and take it to my daughter-in-law's, I misplaced it. So that was a bummer. But I do have this one, and then I have one of the Diamond Art Club ones. I don't know how many this one is. Let me see. Let me just pick some up here. Uh-oh, did I already had one on there. Let's see. Probably need to put more putty. So this one is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 10 placer. So I think I also took my Diamond Art Club 12 placer. So those are the 2 paintings that I took, and I just left them over there. I didn't bring them home to work on, since I'm gonna be there for what, 2 months about. So I'm thankful that my daughter-in-law and I have a pretty good relationship. I hope I could be a blessing to her and, you know, just help her out, not only with, you know, keeping house and watching my grandson, but be a support for her. And I try my best not to like give unwanted advice about like taking care of my grandson or anything like that. She does a great job. But for me, I think he could use a little bit more structure, like when eating. One thing I'm big on, it's kind of a, I don't know if it's you would consider a pet peeve, but I've always taught my kids to, when it's time for lunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever, we come sit at the table and we eat together. And same with snacks. I'm not saying that I never let them take a snack to the living room. You know, on special nights, if we're watching a movie night, of course we'll have like our ice cream or popcorn. Oops, that one came off somewhere. That's a different color. I think I took one off. But yeah, I just always taught them that we eat at the table, and I guess that's always been a big thing for me. And because I try to have them learn to do things, so when they're at somebody else's house, you know, they'll be used to that. And I just want them to be a joy when they go over to other people's homes when they were little. You know, I didn't want them to think, oh, there comes Linda and her 6 kids again. Hide this, get rid of that. Put the china away. So I try to, you know, like when they go to, oops, there's another C. Other people's places, like not to run around their home or get into their things. Don't go through their kitchen cupboard or something, or a drawer, unless, you know, you ask. Not that I'm not trying to say my grandson does all that, but anyway, so I've just kind of been teaching him to sit at the table, at least when I'm there. I mean, if, you know, until we're done eating. So, but it's been great. I've been enjoying it. They're doing a great job. He's super cute. Another thing is I'm trying to teach him, like when he's in his chair and he wants it down. He doesn't sit in a high chair, but he does. There's these bar chairs for the island that are kind of, they curve, so when you push him in, he's kind of like contained. I mean, of course, you're not going to leave him there by himself or let him fall out or anything, but it's not a high chair, so they're just bar chairs. But anyway, so when he wants it down, you know, I'm just teaching him to say please, down, please, not just, you know, down. Or when he says, when he wants something, I'm just, you know, kind of just making sure that he's saying please and thank you. And I remind him to thank his mom when she, you know, she makes dinner. So, you know, at the end of dinner, I'm like, don't forget to tell mom thank you for making dinner. Just little things like that. So, whoops, that one went crooked. But, you know, I'm not giving advice or, you know, telling her that she should do this, do that, you know, because I want to have a good relationship with her. let's see, what else? So I'm still trying to get my space organized here. There's a lot I still need to do. And I think sometime in March or April is when I will go ahead and share with you my diamond painting space. I kind of have it how I want, but I'm still tweaking it. And because I am in the living room, as many of you know, if you do follow my channel, I diamond paint in the living room. I really don't like it. Let me just, I'm sorry, let me step away for a second. I really need some lip balm. My lips get so dry because, you know, they don't produce moisture, unfortunately. So, and it's so quiet now that I'm sorry if that was loud this whole time, but it's the heater. I guess I could have turned it off, but I'm trying to keep the temperature so when my husband and the kids come home, it's like nice, warm, and cozy. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my diamond painting space. So I'm in the living room. I really don't like being here because I'm just right in the middle. You know, my boys have their room where they can retreat and do whatever. And so I don't like being right here because when visitors come, I'm just right here. I can't go anywhere because, I mean, I could go in the bedroom and take a diamond painting in, but it's uncomfortable. I posted a picture of me working at my husband's desk on my post section of my YouTube, and that was uncomfortable. I didn't like it. So, you know, this is like the only area that I could diamond paint. I'm in the living room. My husband bought me a table that goes up and down, which I really love. And I have 2 bookshelves behind me that I put all my diamond painting stuff on. And then recently in the garage, which is my other son's room. It's still a garage, but we just, you know, put a bed in there and stuff like that. Because we live in a 2-bedroom house, so. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we did recently, this new year, we put a new shelving unit in there. So we used to have one shelf, which was really very sturdy. You know, those racks, those metal shelving racks that you see in restaurants and stuff. But we took that out and we put in another one. And this one works a lot better for my diamond painting stuff and my craft items. I don't have just diamond painting things. In the living room, in my craft living room area, I do. It's all diamond painting now. But I used to collect, I mean, you know, collecting and actually doing the hobby are like kind of like 2 different things. But I used to be into coloring, and I still love all my coloring things. And some of my coloring is in storage, and it's just kind of like all over the place. So I kind of stopped with my coloring. I know, story of my life with the whole storage thing and stuff. But so anyway, I kind of stopped with my coloring, but I still love all my coloring books and my coloring pencils. And the coloring pencils that are here at the house are my more expensive one, like Prismacolors, Derwent, you know, all those more professional grade kind of coloring pencils. I'm not a great colorist by any means. I don't, the only time any of my pictures come out really nice is if I follow a tutorial. Otherwise they don't. But so I kind of stopped coloring for a while since I started diamond painting. And the reason I got into diamond painting was because unlike coloring, I don't have to choose colors or shading or all this stuff. Eventually I would like to get back into coloring and try to really learn it. But I like this because I could just get my diamond painting out and go. I could just start. So, but I do love my coloring stuff, and hopefully one day I'll get back to it. And if I don't, I have all these beautiful coloring books to look through. I just love the art. Some of the diamond painting artists are actually have started off with their coloring books, drawing for coloring books. This is a half moon. Do I need to see any more half moons for? Oh yeah, I do. I did miss a few, so let me get those. So I'll show you all of that. The only coloring stuff that are here are, like I said, are my really nice coloring pencils and like my Caran d'Ache and stuff like that. And then also my really nice coloring books, the ones that were a little bit more expensive. So those are the ones that I kept here at the house. And then the rest are in storage. So, and I used to have a coloring channel. It's still up, but I haven't put anything on there for a few years. It's called Linda Learns to Color because I was supposed to be learning how to color. But I think what I probably should do is to buy some of the tutorial books, and then when I get ready to color, I could pull those out and kind of work with those. So I did get rid of a lot of my coloring supplies that were kind of getting old. I gave some to my brother. Oh, it's another half moon. 2 more half moons. Let's just pull that one out again. I gave some to my brother, and I gave some to my son's girlfriend who's into art. So they all went to good use. And then I gave some to the thrift store. I'm sure someone who likes to color and use markers and things like that. And then I also gave some to my niece. That's how much stuff I had to give away. I was giving away all my alcohol markers except for my Ohuhu markers. I gave away all my different sets of Ohuhu markers, especially the ones with the chisel end, because I like the brush, but at one time they didn't have the brush. So I gave all of those markers away. I gave a lot of my watercolor markers away. I'm trying to just keep 1 or 2 sets. So I'm keeping my Ohuhu alcohol markers and my Tombow, I think it's called, watercolor markers, and my Ohuhu water markers. So anyways, not a coloring channel, so, but yeah, so I'll share all that with you guys once I kind of get back from watching my grandson, and then I could finish up getting my diamond paintings organized. It's looking so much better, especially with it being in such an open place where people come and see, you know, when I just don't like being here. I'm just like, everybody sees my craft business, you know. But I'm trying to get it organized so it's all contained. Just call me the container lady. So I'll share those all the different containers I've used, and why I'm using one container for this and another container for that. Ooh, these are dust drills. Look at that. I don't know if you could see through there, and I have a hard time because of the way this. Right, let's see. You see that? These are dust drills. How pretty. And I still can't see the time, but oh well. So I'm gonna work on finishing up getting my diamond painting area nice and organized. So once I finish with this, so that hopefully this will go up tomorrow, so this will be more up-to-date video compared to some of my other videos where I've recorded them like a month ago. I keep just looking outside in case somebody comes home. But I probably should wrap this up because once somebody comes home, I'm not going to be able to finish this video if I do have to split it. But what was I going to say? I was going to tell you something else. It was diamond painting related. Oh, not totally done. I was going to tell you what I was going to do today. So after I do this video, I'm going to upload it to my YouTube, so then maybe tonight while I'm at my son's house I can get it ready for tomorrow. And then I have a Bella Art Diamonds unboxing. I bought 2 Hannah Lynn diamond paintings, and I bought them. I actually made the video 1 month from today, so so I have that. And then I also have, and I hope you watch that one, it's 2 Hannah Lynn's, the ones I've been wanting for a long time, since they first came out. And then I also have, which I think might come after this video, the one with the diamond art, my big painting that I really need to start working on, which I'm going to start working on in March. And the reason I say March, I'm going to start working on my bigger paintings. That one in Toadstool Cottage in March that's when I'll be back home for good, and I won't be leaving I won't be here just for the weekend. So I'm going to dive into those 2 sometime in March or April. But what was I going with that? Oh yeah, so I'm going to roll this one back up. I'm just going to get as far as I can while diamond painting right now with you all. And then once I'm done, once I stop recording, I'm going to upload this, and I'm going to get ready for the day. And then 2 o'clock, my husband's going to come home and we're going to head out to my son's. We're just going to take our time because the roads are all snowy. So we'll just take our time getting there. And the snow should start melting Wednesday. So that'll be nice. The thing that's hard for us here in Texas is when we have the snow and then it gets a little bit sunny one day, so it kind of melts and then it freezes at night again and it's just like ice. That's what's kind of hard. That's when people are slipping and sliding. In fact, my husband and I had to go to a house, a rental house that we don't have rented yet, and it was an hour away. So we went very carefully, and we only kind of slid once, but it was so beautiful. But we had to go to that house to drip the faucets because, you know, our especially in our older homes, the pipes and all that, we're not used to such cold. So we kind of drip our faucets. I don't know, do you do that? We didn't have to do it here because we had enough heat going on, but since over there it was really cold, you know, nobody's there. And let's see, let me find my next one. Ooh, look at this one. Let me show you. So we had to go to drip the faucets. We didn't want any pipes bursting. When we had that big freeze here, what was it, like 4 years ago now? When, gosh, we had like people die and we had a buildup on a car. Oh, it was awful, you guys, because, you know, there was like a 20 car or something, you know, where they just kept hitting each other because they were in not a fast lane. It's called the toll lane, and you're kind of just like in, you know, you can't leave because there's those concrete things on both ends. And there was an accident because of the ice and all. That was when we had it was like a 2-week freeze. Oh, that was horrible. But anyway, we did have our pipes burst during that freeze because it was just so cold for so long. We didn't know one burst. Oh, look how pretty these are. You guys, if you follow my channel, you know I kind of am all over the place. I'm going right, then I take a sharp left, and then I take a sharp right again. With, you know, the way my brain's just all over the place. And then when I remember something, I go off on this rabbit trail, and then I go on another one, and then I have to come back to what I was talking about, if I remember. But aren't these gorgeous? So, yeah, that one was just super cold. And thankfully our power didn't go out. And I might have told you this in a previous WIP Chat, but our power didn't go out, but we couldn't use our electricity. We only used it for our refrigerator, and thankfully we have a gas stove. But so we were pretty cold, and I felt so bad for the kids. Thankfully they weren't like little, and to them it was kind of like an adventure, but we were pretty cold. Our power didn't go out, but the electricity company that we had was a co-op, and a co-op is great if sometimes they were trying to get rid of electricity, and so we would actually like kind of get paid for our using electricity, and other times it's not. And when it was, I don't exactly know how to explain it, but for those 2 weeks of electricity, and we didn't even use it regularly. All we had was our two refrigerators plugged in, and that was like $700 or $800 because electricity, because it was like a co-op. We were paying, oh, I don't remember, you guys, how to explain. I don't remember exactly, but so yeah, so that's why we didn't use our electricity even though we were so cold. But we did bundle up, and sometimes we would put the burners on, not for a long time, so I know it's not good to do that, but you know, just to warm our hands a little bit. So, but thankfully we were able to use our refrigerators, although we could have put all our food out in the freezing snow area outside if we had to, but thankfully that didn't go off, so at least we had our fridge working, and not, like, again, I guess we could have put everything outside and nothing would have defrosted. So yeah, that was crazy. What an adventure. We were thinking about going to a hotel because, you know, we would be using their electricity, because it was, the whole thing was just electricity. We couldn't use it because it was costing us an arm and a leg. But, you know, we talked to the kids and stuff, and we thought, well, we all just decided to just write it through. We figure by the time we're done with the hotel anyway, it'd probably be the same as, well, yeah, I don't know. So anyway, we stayed home and we made it through. As cold as it got, but you know, I think we would turn on our heater once in a while just to heat up a little bit, and then we would turn it off. So yeah, that was interesting. I call that the big freeze. And that was the first year we had our chickens, and they all survived. We only had our 8 chickens at the time. And, you know, we'd have to go out there and get, you know, change out their water because it would freeze. Oh, my heater came back on, so I don't know if that makes a huge difference. I guess I'll find out when I listen to the playback. Or I don't do a whole lot of editing. I haven't learned. It's just not something I'm interested in. I like to just make the videos, and, you know, I do the thumbnails. Sometimes I do the thumbnails, sometimes I don't. But it all takes time, even if you don't do a whole lot of editing. So the ones that do a whole lot, kudos to them, because I know it takes up time. Just doing what I do takes time, so I guess a lot of it's setting up and things like that too. And then you got to put everything away, especially when you do those videos where you're showing all your paintings and stuff. So let's see, anything else? I just wanted to catch you up that I am reading your comments, and I don't like to respond on my phone, so I like to have my computer. I guess I'm old school with that. I like to have a keyboard, but I probably should start just responding with my phone, because I could respond a lot quicker that way, instead of just waiting until I get my computer all set up, my laptop. Look at this. I wish I could finish this. I probably won't finish this before I leave to my son's house, but I really would like to. But I'm gonna actually start getting ready. That way when my husband comes, I was supposed to eat up some of that salmon. Maybe I'll heat some up for my husband and I. I heated some up on, what was it? I don't know what day I said, but Saturday, I think. And I was heating some up for my son, who was sleeping on the couch. Oh yeah, so was that Saturday? Yeah. So Saturday I didn't get a whole lot of diamond painting done because my son was over and he was up for most of the night, and because he had gone to Austin and back. And so I said, you could crash on the couch so that way you don't have to drive home in the, you know, in the cold and the snow and all that. And so he did, but he slept most of the day, and I didn't get a whole lot of diamond painting done that day. I did come in for an hour and just diamond painted all quietly with my lamp here, but that's about all I did. I ended up spending most of the time in my room. And, you know, our house is small, so I didn't want to do like the dishes because they're kind of loud when he's right here, and, you know, the kitchen's just like super close. We live in just like a 900 square foot house, so anyway, I just try to stay low key. That was when I was, oh, that's another thing, and most of you probably aren't even here till the end, because, you know, it always shows that, you know, I don't get very many people towards the end. But, okay, now what was I going to say about that, though? Oh, yeah, that's another thing, is I haven't been able to watch a whole lot of the videos, a whole lot of creators that I normally do while I diamond paint. So, because when I'm at my son's house, you know, during the day I'm hanging out with my grandson, and then my daughter-in-law comes out for lunch and stuff like that, and then in the evening my son comes home, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to really listen to all of what you guys are creating, so I feel kind of bad about that. I have been trying to catch up a little bit while I was here, especially yesterday. So, but like WIP chats, I haven't really been able to listen to. I've just kind of been mostly watching the ones that, like a few unboxings and things that aren't too long. I don't know. I always feel like I should save the WIP chats when I'm working or doing something like the dishes or something like that. But I did watch a few WIP chats, even though I was just watching where you're placing the diamonds, because I really didn't have too much to do. Although I did, while I was home, I did go through my clothes and I got rid of a lot of clothes. I don't have tons of clothes, but I do kind of have some that I could get rid of. When I was at my son's house, I took, 5 shirts, a pair of shorts, 2 sweats. I don't have a lot of sweats, but I am trying to find some sweatpants that are comfortable. I just haven't found any yet. But I have 2 pairs of sweats that I really like. And I took 1 pair of jeans. And you know what? I loved it. I just have my 5 or 6 shirts just hanging up. And then when I wear my shirts twice unless I get sweaty or something. So once I wore 1 shirt, I put it on the like right side of the closet. And then yeah, it was so easy. I just had my 5 favorite shirts that I like over there. So I thought, you know what? I really like this. I don't have a whole lot to choose from. And so when I came home, I got rid of a lot of shirts that I bought from like 2 years ago and 1 year ago. And I don't really like how they look on me anymore. And so in my dresser, I have, I put one of the bigger drawers as my winter drawer and the other one as my summer drawer. So that way I know where my tank tops are. I'm always losing everything, even though I have like certain drawers like for my underclothes and stuff like that. So things are always still getting lost. And so I thought if I do a winter drawer where it has my winter or a summer drawer. Oh, I feel like I need some water. I don't even have any water here. I have like, okay, so like for my summer drawer, I will put my shorts, my capri pants, and shirts with short sleeves. And I don't have to wear them during summer because we're not like a state that has like where you actually need winter and summer. Because it hasn't gotten cold here just until now. Ooh, these are pretty. These are ABs. So basically what I did, so basically with my summer drawer, I put anything that I would wear during the summer, like tank tops and capris and things like that. Since I'm going to have to change these out anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and use what I have in here for my, look how pretty these are. Wait, and then in my winter drawer, aren't those gorgeous? And then in my winter drawer, I put more of my long sleeve shirts, my longer sleeve undershirts, like, so there's really no tank tops in this one. And anything that's kind of wintry, but I could, yeah. So anyway, I think that's going to work for me. So I just used one drawer and it had to carry everything. So if I didn't carry it, I had to get rid of something. So, and I rolled them up like, what is that one minimalist woman, the famous one, Marie something, I think her name is. She folds up her socks, and everything. So I just folded everything, or rolled it up, sorry. I rolled up everything because, that takes less space. And, I got rid of pants that I kind of wear once in a while, but I don't really like them that much, or maybe they're too tight on me now, And so I got rid of those things. And my drawers are more simplified. And then in my closet, I have some dresses. I really don't like the way I look in them, but I'm going to keep them anyway. And then I have my one church shirt. I need to get more things for, actually like going to church to look a little bit nicer. So yeah, that's what I did. And then when I bring my shirts home from my son's house, when I come back in in March, I'll go through them again. And because I've been wanting to do something like that for a while now, just like have 5 shirts and however many pants you need. But now that I experience how nice it is just to have the least amount of clothes. So that's a work in progress, but I'll work on that throughout the year as well. I also like just having, because they have a room for me and it's so pretty. It's just so simple, and you know, I don't have all my diamond painting stuff there. I don't have all my noise of all my stuff. I don't have a lot of stuff, but I kind of do. And the reason I say that is I did get rid of a lot of things the past 5 years since living in this small house. I mean, I even did, like, you know, where you get rid of one thing one day, the second day you get rid of 2 things, the third day you get rid of 3 things until the month ends, and by the end, if it's on the 30th, you get rid of 30 things. So I have done that. Basically what I have now is kind of what I want, but I still could always get rid of more. So I'm going to work on that this year again, because I haven't been kind of doing that stuff for the past few years. But all right, let me show you these. Let me pour some more. I think these are industrials. So, you know, like, I don't want to get rid of any of my diamond painting stuff. I might go through them and get rid of like trays and stuff like that, but the majority of what I have is what I like and I want. Not pretty. Can you see that? I'm trying to get it where it's like not fuzzy, but oh, I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm probably gonna have to end soon. So I think eventually I will go through my trays. I'm gonna keep all my Bella Art trays, and there's some trays I can get rid of. Like, I'm not keeping a whole lot of the tweezers. I got rid of a lot of tweezers. All the trays that come with the kits, most of those I have in a backpack that I don't know what to do with them. I was thinking if somebody wanted them, I could send it to them and they pay shipping or something like that. So I was gonna, maybe on one of my videos, I'll show all that I have in there, and then somebody will, you know, sometimes people like to do like diamond painting gatherings for maybe a senior home or something like that. Maybe they'll want it for that, or although some of the trays are kind of small. But so yeah, so I've been getting I have been going through some of my diamond painting stuff and getting rid of like extras, and it's going to be a work in progress this year, but a lot of it I'm going to keep too, because I'm not going to get rid of it if I want it. So yeah, we'll see. There are some trays that I know I'll get rid of. Like, I do like this one from, and I'm gonna use it a little bit more before I you know, like, really think about getting rid of it. I don't know if it's just what this is, you know, the filament, but I kind of like how they slide better on this one than in this one. But I'm gonna try this one a little bit more, because this is a nice tray. It has a stopper too. So I'm gonna try it more before I decide to get rid of anything, because in the past I have gotten rid of things, you know, trying to minimalize everything. Although I do have a storage unit, you guys, and I have a lot of stuff that eventually when we move, I will go through it and get rid of a lot. I think that's all, because I like my Corningware, and I did collect Corningware at one time. But when we move and we finally get all of my Corningware out, and we finally get all of my vintage snack plates and stuff like that, I do want to go through them. I'm going to keep the certain Corningware pieces, and then I'm going to give some to if my kids want any. And then I was thinking, like, if I make a meal for somebody, I can make it in a Corningware, and then they could just keep it. So let's see, because I want a nice working kitchen. Like right now, that's how we have it. Let me see, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find, I'm going to do X. So just really quick, I have everything in here. I have like all my A's, A, B, C, all alphabetical. Then I went to there weren't that many numbers really, but then I went to different symbols. So right now, when I put everything back in the kitchen after my husband and brother-in-law redid it, I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I still have a lot of stuff in storage I haven't seen in like 7 years. So I'll have to do that again once I get all my stuff out from storage. But anyway, here at the house, I did get rid of a lot of stuff, and it's really nice because it's just so easy to get things. And like, we used to have these 2 bookshelves in our kitchen. I know it's kind of strange to have a bookshelf in our kitchen, but our kitchen only had like 4 cupboards before, and so that wasn't enough because it's super small. Now that my husband redid it, we have more. But so we used like on 2 bookshelves to, you know, for some of our stuff. What was this again? Oh yeah, that's why I go like this, so I can always see what I'm working with. So I was able to just narrow it down to having 1 bookshelf come back into our kitchen, and it's not even full of stuff. Not that our goal is to fill it up, but you know, it's there for any overflow. Once I get back in March, I'm going to continue finishing up all that stuff. And our cupboards, I mean, you can only imagine how small our kitchen is if we live in a 900 square foot house. And it was only like a little wedge in the kitchen that we had. And my husband put some more cupboards up. And so now we have a little bit more. And I forget where I was going with that. But I haven't even... They're not like all stuffed with stuff falling out like that kind of was before. So I'm really trying to respect the space that's there, and not, if we can't fit something there, then we need to just get rid of something. Okay. Well, I think that's everything, you guys. I just really wasn't expecting to be on here that long. I was really just wanting to update you and just let you know that I really appreciate you all, and that I am reading the comments, and I just haven't hearted everything because, again, YouTube gets rid of it. Not rid of it, but it doesn't show up that, it doesn't show up in the back end, on the dashboard anymore. Once the comment is hearted, it takes it away from there. And then, so I haven't been hearting them until I'm actually going to respond and, you know, leave a comment back. Oh, I guess I need to put more putty. I've just been using putty in my single placer and multi-placer. I was using the Forever Young putty, but I left it at my son's house. So right now I've been using like the Mary Mud. I have some left over from when she was open before she had her cute little one. So anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop there because I also got to get ready. I need to eat something light because I haven't had lunch. Anyway, I need to get something to eat, and I need to get ready so I can, because I'm going to be leaving. But I think I got a good portion when I get back on Friday. So I guess Saturday I'll try to finish this, and then maybe I can start a new section. So I would really like, I'm not going to finish anything this month, although I would love to, but that's another thing really quick I'll share, and maybe I'll share it again in another video, since I don't know how many people actually come to watch the end of the video. But I'm not going to have as much finishes during the months. I'm going to be sharing more of just what I've been working on, so I got to keep track of that. So yeah, I don't plan on having like any, when my month in reviews aren't going to be like 2 finishes or things like that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you're still here to the end, I don't think there's a lighthouse. Maybe we put a light bulb, and that could be like the lighthouse, or we could put a light bulb in one of the house emojis. So it'd be 2 emojis, meaning lighthouse. Ooh, that might be fun. But thank you so much for watching. So, you know, put a light bulb in a house or one or the other if you made it to the end. And again, I really appreciate it. Y'all have a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.